There are cases in history that were never meant to be explained. Entire groups vanish. Ships drift with no survivors. People appear from places that don't exist. And when investigators search for answers, they find nothing. Or worse, the truth was hidden. Part -1 Roanoke. Let's start in America.
9 people walked into that mountain. 9 trained hikers, experienced, prepared, ready for anything. None of them walked out. And when investigators finally found the bodies, they wished they hadn't. Torn clothing, fractured skulls, missing eyes, radiation on the skin. The official explanation? Death caused by an unknown force. That's it. If that's what they were willing to admit, imagine what they buried. Tonight, we're opening 5 of those files. 5 cases, 5 countries, 0 explanations. History has a habit of keeping its worst secrets close. Governments seal the files, witnesses go quiet, evidence gets lost. But some cases refuse to stay buried. These are 5 of them. And every story ends the same way, with a question no one can answer. Let's start in America. 1587, a colony that didn't just fail, it vanished. Over 100 men, women, and children settled on Roanoke Island. They came to build a new life, a permanent English colony in the New World. Their leader, John White, returned to England for supplies. He promised to come back quickly, but war delayed him. For 3 years, the colony was completely cut off. No contact, no support. When he finally returned in 1590, the settlement was empty, completely abandoned. No bodies, no signs of struggle, no evidence of attack, just silence. Houses had been carefully dismantled, not destroyed, taken apart piece by piece, as if the entire colony had simply moved. But moved where? And why leave no trace? There was only one clue, a single word carved into a wooden post: Croatoan. That was it. No explanation, no message, just a word. To this day, no one knows what happened to the Roanoke colony. Some believe they joined a nearby tribe.
Part 2, Ghost Ship.
In 1947, a distress signal echoed across the Strait of Malacca. All officers, including captain, are dead, possibly whole crew dead. Then silence. Then 3 final words. I die. The message came from a cargo ship, the SS Ourang Medan. When rescuers reached the ship, everything looked normal from the outside. No damage, no signs of struggle. They boarded, and what they found made no sense. Every crew member was dead. The captain, the officers, the deckhands, even the ship's dog, all frozen in place, eyes wide, faces twisted in fear, as if they had seen something terrifying. But there was one detail that disturbed rescuers the most. There were no injuries, no wounds, no signs of poisoning, no explanation. And something else. Despite the tropical heat, the ship felt cold, unnaturally cold. The rescue team prepared to tow the ship back, but before they could, something went wrong. Smoke began rising from below deck. Then suddenly, the ship exploded. Within minutes, it sank. No bodies recovered, no cargo confirmed. Some believed the ship was carrying dangerous chemicals. Others believe something far stranger happened. Because officially, there is no record of the... Number 3. The man from Taured. In 1954, a man arrived at Tokyo Airport. He looked completely normal, well-dressed, calm, confident. He handed over his passport. It was valid, stamped multiple times. Everything seemed legitimate, until officials asked one simple question. Where are you from? He answered without hesitation. Taured. There was only one problem. Taured does not exist. Officials showed him a map. He pointed to a region between France and Spain, where Andorra exists today. He insisted that was Taured, and that it had existed for over 1,000 years. He wasn't confused, he was frustrated, as if everyone else was wrong. His documents seemed real. His currency was valid. His business records checked out. Everything about him was consistent. Except his country. Authorities detained him overnight, placed him in a guarded hotel room. The door was watched. The windows were secured. There was no way out. But in the morning, he was gone. The door was still locked. The guards had not moved. And everything he brought with him, his passport, his money, his documents, all gone. No record, no trace, no explanation. Some believe it was a hoax. Others believe something far stranger. A man from a place that doesn't exist, who simply disappeared.
Part 4.
In 1948, a man was found dead on a beach in Australia. Well-dressed, healthy, no signs of struggle. But there was one problem. No one knew who he was. No identification, no wallet, no labels on his clothes. It was as if his identity had been erased. Investigators searched everywhere. Missing persons records, international databases. Nothing. Then they found something hidden. A small piece of paper. On it, 2 words. Tamam Shud. It means, it is ended. The paper had been torn from a rare book of poetry. That book was later found in a nearby car. Inside it, a phone number and a code. A code no one has ever solved. Cryptographers studied it for decades, still no answer. Eventually, they identified the man. But even today, his cause of death remains unknown. And that code still means nothing. A dead man, a hidden message, and a mystery that refuses to be solved.
Part 5. The Sodder Children. On Christmas Eve, 1945, a house caught fire in West Virginia. A family with 9 children, 4 made it out, 5 did not. Authorities said the missing children died in the fire. But there was one problem. No remains were ever found. Not a bone, not a tooth, nothing. And then things became even stranger. The phone line had been cut. The ladder was missing. A witness claimed to see a man near the house that night. Another reported seeing children in a passing car, alive. Years later, a photograph arrived. A boy who looked exactly like one of the missing children. On the back, a message. I love Brother Frankie. The family searched for decades. They never gave up, but they never found them. 5 children, gone, without a trace. And to this day, no one knows what really happened that night.